They can't hurt Uncle Rog here. Tell them he didn't do it.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
Sorry, you
Your
need to
hands
go home.
only.
Go home and stay there until your
Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl.
Okay.
Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it.
You should
Got to
tell
go.
her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his high king. Best she know now, Adval.
So apparently we got a letter as we was walking into... Let's see. Letter. Okay, so he wants me to come to Falkreach. But we're in Solitude now.
You're all hard for them.
Rogver, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrik. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Torrik. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Boo!
Can't argue that.
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
No, you don't. Well, that was fun. But now that we're here in Solitude, we are going to join the
Gate guard you were!
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those
Taking
werewolf
that.
tales are true.
But we are going to join the Imperial Army now. Also, just a key note, I took out the...
Head over to Angeline's Aromatics.
Wow, everyone just loves to talk to me. I took out the Warzone mod. I still have Immersive Patrol, so you'll still see people fighting in the street, but unfortunately, I had to take off the Warzone mods because I believe that was one of the main causes of why I had all the micro stuttering while out in the field. So we'll see what happens. If it continues, I'll finish up this part if it continues, and then I will do a fresh install of Skyrim, and I will see if that was the course of it, to see if that was the issue with the
It's arms or
stuttering.
armor you need. See Bayrand in Castle Dower. Bloody good black.
But hopefully we solved all the problems with the micro stuttering, at least out in the field.
What do you need?
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen?
Oh, you know why I'm here.
Have we? You were at Helgen.
Not really.
One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly. I suppose that's true. Fine. Why don't you have a chat with Legate Ricka? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived Helgen. Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on what? You survived Helgen? General Tullius told me what happened. Not many made it out alive.
I like
I've
your
got
helmet.
a good feeling about you, and I don't often get good feelings about anything. A warrior knows to trust her gut. I'm not going to go through the normal process with you. I've got a little test lined up. Pass that, and we'll talk about you joining the Legion.
Alright, what kind of test?
Is that confidence or bravado? Confidence I can use. Bravado gets soldiers killed. We'll soon find out. I'm sending you to clear out Fort Hrogstad. If you survive, you'll pass. If you die, then I'll have no further use for your corpse. The ancients built many of the fortresses that dot the landscape of Skyrim. Sadly, most have fallen into disrepair, and nearly all have been overrun with bandits or other vagabonds. Fort Ragdolls
Thanks,
is one
Lydia.
of the few that remains mostly intact. We're going to install a garrison there, but first, you're going to clean out the bandits that have moved in. Good, that's what I want to hear. Now go make it happen, soldier.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir.
Now,
every day.
the reason I am doing the Imperial side is
Join his
because
cause. Rift
literally
and
all the
Dawnstar and
playthroughs that I've
Winterhold
seen,
support him.
they've all done
It's not a call.
the Stormcloak side, which I can understand. It's a pretty popular thing I've seen on YouTube because, you know, you kind of led towards the Empire being sort of evil by the way they talk about the Empire and the Imperial soldiers. You're kind of led to believe that they're the bad guys and the Stormcloaks are the rebels, good guys, yada yada. But I thought it'd be interesting to see the Imperial side of it because I've never saw a playthrough and I've never played through it myself of the Imperial side of the Civil War. So
I fear the
I thought that'd be a bit interesting.
because the werewolves.
So just a brief fix there. I configured a couple of things with the companion mod. Apparently with the multiple companions mod I'm using, they turn invisible whenever I crouch.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and
The hell?
sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
Okay.
Wait, were you saying something? I don't hear you.
I didn't say a thing, sir. Well, apparently they kicked that vampire's ass. Didn't need my help. Oh, is there more? Oh, okay.
What crosses me?
Apparently vampires are attacking Solitude now. Alright.
I've got a little work if you're interested, traveler.
I may take you up on that. That's a lot of steel arrows. I'm just gonna borrow these.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Totally. Okay, so where we're heading towards is this fort. It's not too far away from where we're at now, so it shouldn't take too long to get there. Although we probably shouldn't be traveling at night, so I think what we'll do is we'll go to the inn.
If it's arms or armor you need, see Bayrand in Castle Down.
And we'll get some rest.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Papa
Welcome
says
to the
I
Winking
won't see Rob
Skeever,
here
friend.
Let's see, what do you have for sale?
Take a look.
In terms of food, you got some wine. Take the baked potatoes, the bread, and some beef.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
You know, Lydia, you've proven yourself useful now, but getting real tired of you pushing me out the way. And there goes the stutter again.
Slow,
So
but
exciting
looking
when
good,
you folk
sir.
come into town. I
Slow's
bet
the
you've had
only way
plenty
to
of
do it.
adventures.
Work
Yeah.
too hard and you'll warp the wood.
I think what I'm going to do after this part of the playthrough is I'm going to most likely reinstall Skyrim and clean it up a bit. Just do like a fresh install and see if that helps with some of the stuttering, and only like reinstall the essential mods for this playthrough. Because I feel as though some of these mods is causing issues. Maybe I didn't install
Let me
them
know if
correctly,
there's
or
anything else you need.
it could be Skyrim just being Skyrim, because there's no reason for it to be potentially this bad in terms of the micro stuttering.
Thieving little elf.
What?
How's it coming there, Shawana?
Slow, but looking good, sir.
Slow's the only way to do it. Work too hard and you'll warp the wood.
You know, I'm kind of confused at who saw me steal that. because there's literally no one in this room with me. Also, he called me an elf. Pretty sure I'm not an elf. So let's see. That's... Alright. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that micro stuttering is. But we'll deal with that in another day. The hell did Lydia go? Whatever, she'll follow us when we get outside.
There's been rumors of Talos worshippers leaving note. Hello there. We haven't met, have we? I'm Fironet, although my friends call me Firo, or Netta for short.
Who the hell are you?
Although I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. We just met, so we're hardly friends. Not to mean that we won't be friends someday, or even today.
The Imperial.
I'm sorry, I'm really bad at this. Can we start over?
To the days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done.
Well met as well. I mean, well met and... Oh, sweet taffy treats, I did it well, I was kind of hoping I could. And, truth is, I'm perfectly happy just being Netta the milkmaid.
Yeah, you know...
Until next time.
I could care right now, but I've got other important things to do. So maybe once we come back and rest it up, we'll talk to her about her bard business, but I can't promise anything. Alright, so not too far away. Just gonna avoid talking to the guards right now, because apparently they saw me stealing something, even though the door was closed and they had no possible way of me stealing something unless Lydia told on me, which I doubt she will. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think one of the things I'm most likely am gonna do is once I finish this part, I'm most likely gonna be doing a clean install of Skyrim, because it seems like the micro stuttering is still there. Though I don't know exactly why. There's the carriage. But yeah, I think once I do that, I'll reinstall some of the necessary mods that are needed for this playthrough, because I'm starting to think I got some mods that aren't really necessary that might be causing issues. Then it could be just I haven't cleaned out my computer very well or anything like that. It could be a number of things, honestly. Then again, Skyrim even now isn't the most optimized game. And even with the unofficial patches that I'm using right now, there's still problems with the game. I could have went around and climbed up the mountain. So I don't know. It's weird. I've uninstalled most of the scripting mods that cause heavy load. So It could be something with my system itself. It's just not playing around correctly with Skyrim. I could have something that's installed that's fucking up with Skyrim, so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see exactly what I can do to fix it. But regardless, actually, it's been a long time since I checked. Alright, 31. So we only need 19 more people. Actually, haven't been killing a lot of people like I assumed we would be. It's been more of monsters and things like that. I believe this is the right way. Yeah, okay. Cool. So, depending on how well this goes, I probably will level up to my 3-tome Sharingan, which will give me access to some pretty powerful stuff. And will be that much more of a threat. See, like now it's still doing some of the micro stuttering issues. And I'm not exactly sure what that can be. Who the hell is this guy? Just a regular nobleman. So I'll definitely have to check and see what's causing these issues. It's about to get insanely cold. Well, I believe this is the fort in question. Although our quest marker seems to have been... has seemed to disappear, but... holy crap, that's a lot of snow. Let's see. Where the hell is my bow? Really? I am missing my bow.
I'm right behind you.
How can I serve you, my thane?
I didn't give it to you, no, I am completely missing my bow. And so is Lydia. We are both missing our bows.
Lead on.
Huh. I'm actually a little upset about that. All of my bows are gone. Huh. Well, fuck. Thanks, Lydia. Ooh. I didn't know I was so low in health. Ooh, we are really low on health. Alright, Lydia's holding up pretty well. I need to remind myself to start buying some Some potions. Alright, now things are getting interesting. Yeah, I'm aiming a little too high. Alright, not too bad. Though I don't see Lydia around. Really hope she didn't die. Though I'm not exactly sure who would have killed her. Oh no, there she is. Alright, well, we're not done yet, so we still gotta clear out the actual camp itself. Oh, wow. Yeah, that micro stutter actually kind of messed me up there. Why would you put your weapon away, Lydia?
I fought with you.
Okay. That's actually not bad armor. You know what? I may need to reconsider getting different armor so I can upgrade it faster. Let's see who else is here in this camp. I don't see anyone else here. So they must be in another part of the fortress. Although we have successfully cleared out one part of the bandit camp, so that's good. Plus we found some healing potion and some food. Gotta say, the bandits are becoming a little bit harder now. ever since we bumped up the difficulty to expert. Which is fine, it just means I need to play a lot smarter. How much do I... You know what? I'm gonna take this. Let's compare. 17, 17, and 17. Well, the hood I have now does a lot more. I'll lose some warmth though, so I'll get cold a lot faster. I think these take leather to upgrade, and leather's pretty easy to come by. So what I may start doing is upgrading the leather parts. Anything in here I can take that's useful? No, that's... Because I'm starting to actually get hurt a lot, and I still want to wear light armors because I want to keep being able to keep moving fast, but I just need to upgrade it at some point because I've been using the basic armor for a while now, and while it's gotten me this far, I think it's starting to show its worth now. I definitely need to upgrade, along with my weapon. I need to get a new weapon as well. And I think I realized what happened to my crossbow and my other sword. Those two weapons was apparently part of the Warzone mod. So some of those weapons that I no longer have, like the crossbow and that nice two-handed sword that I picked up, are gone now. So unfortunately, the only way to get that back is to reinstall the mod. But before I do that, I think I'm gonna clean up my computer, which will give me time this weekend to do. So.
Now, ain't this a...
Because it's still doing the micro stuttering. But at the very least, we cleaned out the fort. Go around here and see if we can loot anything. I doubt there's much here I can take. I might start investing in the two-handed weapons, maybe. For the times that I run out of magic. Because at some point these spells are going to take up a majority of my mana. And I need to be proficient in some type of weaponry. Let's see. You don't have anything. You got some gold. Alright, so that's about it. Because, yeah, even now it's starting to show the stutter problem. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reinstall Skyrim. Or most likely reinstall Windows first. And then reinstall Skyrim. Also, I'm going to go back into town and actually buy this from the blacksmith. I believe I have enough gold to buy this from the blacksmith in Riverwood. Because I don't have any Quicksilver Ignites. I'm pretty sure I can't make any. I may be able to buy some, but I highly doubt it. In any case, let's get back to Solitude. I like that. I will keep that. But yeah. I actually did like the Warzones mod. I looked into it a little bit more, and apparently it adds a lot of stuff to Skyrim that the developers didn't have time to put in, such as the Warzone areas and keeping up with them and taking them over and stuff. It was really cool, but at the same time, I think you need to have a somewhat beefy computer, or at least a clean computer to actually run it efficiently. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to take a look at that.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim,
Next Imperial I
tell
see
them to head
is
to Windhelm.
dead. We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
I guess technically I'm not an Imperial soldier yet, so I'll spare them for now. Six more people. No one would know if they die today. Only me and Lydia would know. And I know she won't tell. What type of armor are you wearing?
I am at your command.
You are wearing steel armor. 34, 13, 13. So, what I think I'm gonna have you do...
You lead, I'll follow.
38, 18, 10, 10. Alright, well never mind. It seems like the armor you have right now is a little bit better. So, even now it's still doing the micro stuttering, so... We'll get the Solitude and rest up. This one's probably gonna be a short one. Alright, we'll cut through here. Oh. Alright, well, we discovered a new shout, which we'll probably never use. And we discovered the statue. Endurance perk available. We'll have to check that out. I believe that's part of the Frostfall mod. I don't think it gives me a skill point. Yeah, because even now the skill points are coming up sort of slow. Ooh, I'm actually being affected by something. Exposure, very cold. Yeah, see, this is what happens when you don't have proper armor and stuff to keep you out from the cold. I have some, but it's clearly not enough to keep me warm. So I'm definitely gonna have to look into either keeping up a fire, or I'm gonna have to start. Ooh, where are you?
I want to be on the right side.
Well, you're a farmer. I'm gonna have to start building camps and stuff and staying indoors to warm up, because it is affecting my health and my endurance and stuff. That's probably why the bandits were doing so much damage to me. It's because of the cold, which would make a lot of sense, because I wasn't doing a lot of damage and they was hitting me for quite a bit, and now I'm freezing. So hopefully we make it. We're not too far. It's literally right there up this hill. We can do it. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. I might have to invest some gold in some warmer clothes. Because as you can see there, my stamina's beginning to drop. I also need to pick up some potions. So, off screen I'm gonna do a little bit of shopping, so you guys don't have to sit there and watch me buy the items. Did I go the wrong way? I sure as shit did. Okay. Yeah. Definitely got to figure out the problem with the micro stutter, because it's starting to affect gameplay as well. Great, I'm freezing to death. Awesome. Awesome. We're right there. I'm not dying from hypothermia. Alright. This is definitely affecting my carry weight. I need a fire. Or at least a warm building to stand in.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
Where the hell's the fire?
Huh?
Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes.
There's nothing like a good song to lift the spirit in
You should
troubled
speak
times.
to my daughter, Yvette.
You should think about staying the night. Corpulus keeps a clean inn.
Alright. Here we go. So yeah.
If you need a good rumor or two, I think I can oblige.
Thank you. So that's one of the things you have to worry about with this mod is hyperthermia. You can die from it. Not warming up before you head out, not wearing proper clothing, which is something I didn't do. I need to buy some clothes with some fur and things like that, so whenever I'm out there adventuring, I won't die. Either that or I need to invest in a tent, because I already have a leather tent for the rain, which hasn't happened in quite a while. It hasn't rained in quite a bit. But I don't have one for snow, which I either have to craft one or I'll have to buy one from a general store. Alright, we'll turn in this quest.
Wait, I know you.
No, you don't.
I've got weapons forgiven, armor forgotten.
You wear the armor of a brigand. Best not cause any trouble on my watch.
I did absolutely nothing wrong.
Tell me again why I'm wasting men chasing after a fairy tale.
Okay.
If Ulfric gets his hand on that crown, it won't be a fairy tale. It'll be a problem.
Don't you Nords put any stock in your own traditions? I thought the Moot chose the king. We're backing Elisif. When the Moot meets, they'll do the sensible thing.
Not everyone's agreed to the moot. You've been here long enough to know that Nords aren't always sensible. We follow our hearts.
So what? Ulfric gets this crown and then suddenly he's High King?
No, it's not as simple as that. But the jagged crown would be a potent symbol for his cause to rally around. But if we found it first...
And we gave it to Elisif.
In the absence of the moot, it would further legitimize her claim.
Perhaps. I'm entrusting you with what resources I can spare. But I'm warning you, if this turns out to be a waste of time and men...
It won't be a waste.
Make sure you take the auxiliary here. You can send her back when you get there and find nothing but old bones and cobwebs.
The Stonefist's no fool. He's found the crown, but we'll get to it first. Welcome back, soldier. I'm glad you made it in one piece. I'll send men to garrison the fort right away. You did well. I'm impressed.
Well, thank you.
But before we go any further, it's time for you to officially join the Legion. Speak with General Tullius. He'll administer the oath.
In joining the Legion, you'll be taking an oath binding you to the service of the Emperor, and thus to every citizen of the Empire. Are you prepared to make that commitment? Well then, repeat after me.
Alright, Lydia.
Upon my honor, I do swear undying loyalty to the Emperor Titus Mede II. And unwavering obedience to the officers of his great empire. May those above judge me, and those below take me, if I fail in my duty. Long live the Emperor, long live the Empire. Welcome to the Imperial Legion, soldier. Just remember, we take care of our own. Once you're in the Legion, you're in it for life. Speak to Behrend. He's normally out by the forge. He'll get you outfitted. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Legate Rika has a special assignment for you.
Of course she does. Alright, so we'll get the special assignment, armor up, and all that stuff next time, as well as do some shopping. And she is stuck on the door.